Hey everyone, it's Cassie.
It's Espy. We're best friend-in-laws. We've got some shit to say.
I'm ready, are you? Hey friend.
Hey bestie.
I missed you.
I was just with you yesterday.
I know, it was so weird, but it was nice. Just us two. No husbands, no kids.
Sporadic trips are nice.
Just the two besties.
I wanted to tell you that I've been looking at the analytics, the numbers that we get every time that the episodes drop, and our numbers have increased. So apparently we're reaching out to some new friends, making new besties, and I thought this would be a great opportunity for us to reintroduce ourselves. Unless they have started from episode 1, I think maybe, if you've picked up and listened, welcome, first of all.
This is us.
Yeah. Welcome, new besties. So just a really quick recap. My name is Espy. I am a married mother of 2, and my husband is related to Cassie's husband.
Yes, they're brothers, and I'm married to his brother. And I'm a married mom to 4 kids. We're blended, so blended family, lots of co-parenting. So not just with our kids or our exes, but our families. And I recently moved.
Yeah.
So let's catch up.
I'm in Fresno, California, and Cassie's in
Clovis, and we're 30 minutes away from each other. Same county, but it's so far.
Makes sense. Yeah.
We have to get on possibly at least 2 freeways. Depending. It could be 1, but
it goes to show you how big Fresno's getting, that it takes 30 minutes for me to get to your house. I think that's wild.
Yeah, it is wild.
Yes. So we've created this platform for us to discuss topics like being a mom, being a wife, being a co-parent, being a daughter, being a sister. All of these things to make ourselves relatable to anyone out there who is kind of just looking for someone to maybe bond with, or, not feel alone in whatever they're doing. That's a lot of what we talk about anyways. We've always been open to people who want to write into us to let us know if there's something you specifically want to talk about. All of our platforms, you can follow us on bfil.podcast, Instagram, we're on TikTok, we're on YouTube. And you're welcome to write into any of those. We have an email, bfil.podcast@gmail.com. If you want to stay anonymous, of course, we respect that. But anything you guys want to hear from us, or our input, or you need advice,
or if you just want to tell us a funny story to share.
Yeah.
I really want to do something like that soon. Tell us some a little segment about some funny shit. Just all laughs and giggles.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about having a segment purely about baby mama, baby daddy. Because we can relate to it so much. If this is a situation that you're also in, and you want to reach out to us and say, hey, you know what? Oh my God, can you believe this? Or what do I do about that? Or have you guys ever experienced this? Then definitely shoot us a message. Let us be besties. We're here for you.
Yeah. We're all for making new friends. You just can't hang out with her.
She's jealous.
I'm not a jealous type. I'm just possessive.
That's a big difference.
That's a difference.
Anyways, welcome to our shit show. Let's catch up real quick, and then let's jump into the first topic that I had sent you for the day.
Wait, I gotta catch up. I'm gonna jump into something. Yeah. Okay. Before the hot, because we're talking about possessive. Hot. And it's hot. It is hot. Daniel texted me yesterday, okay, Judy just woke up. And I said, who the fuck is Judy?
Who the fuck is Judy, Daniel?
Who the fuck is Judy? So then he didn't respond right away, so I called him. I just got off work. I called him. I'm like, who's Judy? He's like, what? He's still half asleep. He's like, what? Yeah. I'm like, who is Judy? And why did she just wake up? And then
bitch.
he was like, what? He looks at the message. He's like, I meant just. And I was like, no. Who is So then now it's like a little inside joke. All day I was like, anytime he said something, I go, that was probably Judy. Like, I just kept telling him. And then, like, I just was like, just being all like, he's like, gosh, you're so jealous. I go, no, I'm possessive. It's different.
It would have been worse if he would have like unsend the message.
He
It
said
would
he
have been
was
so
gonna
bad.
text. He said he was gonna accidentally text you because he knew we were gonna hang out before he went to sleep, and he was like, "I'm gonna accidentally text Espy and be like, Judy just left." I was like,
Oh, because Espy would have been at the house in under 30 minutes.
"So I told her, I go, no, you know what? She's gonna have it. Judy's social, and Judy don't even exist.
I will find. How fast do I find people?
You find people
I will
fast,
on
but
Google immediately.
it was
Yeah.
so funny because I was so then like it's just been like a little joke about like who's Judy.
Do you remember that time when me and Jesse went hiking out in like above San Francisco?
Oh
And
yeah,
I just randomly dropped my location because I was like, we're gonna lose service. Like we were literally losing service going up that hill. And so I was like, I better just send our location so people know that we're not gonna be able to answer for a while. Because
yeah.
I had saw this stupid video that was just like, make sure you let someone know when you're going out, and doing something
Mhm.
adventurous in case your phone dies or you drop it or like your last known location until you can make contact again. So we share a group chat. I dropped my location and it was instantly like, he was like, do you need me? Like, do you need me to come to
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
Is
He's like,
everything okay?
should I be there now?
It's like, I'm getting in the white van, guys. They offered me tacos.
My mom texts me because I have her location every time she's in an Uber.
Yeah,
She's like,
yeah.
I'm in an Uber. It's supposed to be 14 minutes, so check in 14 minutes if I made
Literally. I mean, that's what like we do with Lorenzo. Like every time he's in an Uber,
it. Yeah.
it automatically sends it notifications to us. So yeah, you can never be too sure, but like some things you have to really like are you serious? Do you need me right now or do you need me right now?
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah. Damn Judy. He's like, I hate Judy and I don't even know her.
It's so funny because I call Sebastian Big Booty Judy.
Oh,
Like so maybe it was Sebastian's awake now.
I know. Maybe.
Sebastian is my dog, not my kid.
I know.
But
Bully.
when he sits next to me or like if he wants to cuddle, he spoons me.
Hmm.
And so when he will back his butt up and he like throws it. So he'll throw his ass into me and I'm just like, "Okay, big booty Judy." Like and he likes to sit right here.
Yeah.
He like throws his ass into my face. I'm like, "Jesus."
Okay, real quick. I realized I'm not a thrift shopper. I'm not a yard
Yeah,
sailor.
if we're going to go out together, I need to just hold your phone and your wallet and like you're not allowed to. I'm going to start slapping your hand. That you don't
First
need
of all,
that.
I didn't even spend that much money.
I know, but you didn't have to spend anything at all.
That is true. But it was $3
But
day.
we do love a good bargain, and
Yes,
we
but
love
I
when
just was
people are
just the fact of like having to dig through things and look for stuff. Like I want it there, grab mine. That was not for me. And I was trying to tell my mom
okay.
that this morning. She said that's because you're not a thrift shopper. I
Today
said
is
you're right.
Wednesday. It's Dollar Day today. Tomorrow they're closed, and they reopen on Friday. So depends on how much money you want to spend, but Fridays are usually the great day to go, and I'm willing to go.
I don't know.
Jesse will hate us for going to his most favorite toy store
How about next
without him.
Friday? I can't go this
Yeah,
Friday.
yeah. I'm
Okay.
trying to get him to take next whole like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday off. He put in the time request. We shall fingers crossed see. It would be nice. Yeah. We did really good about where we went though, because Cherry, good shit.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone loves the Cherry. It
Yeah,
was
I love my
very nice
needles.
weather. Yeah, had a great time. Found some 50% off people.
Mm-hmm.
Those batteries did not work, So I don't know whether or not I want to text Miss Megan, but we have another plan C coming up. We'll see what happens. If
Yeah.
anybody knows how to fix freaking 20-volt batteries, let me know. I know it's a very random question. I was telling Cassie that we were walking into a store and I was like looking at what we were wearing and I'm like, we look like lesbians walking into this store together.
Oh, I
I'm
know. Oh,
driving your car.
I know. And then I was like, let's hold hands. And we're like, this is weird.
We have never done that before,
Never
nor
held
will
hands.
we
It
do
was
that
so
again.
weird. It was
Nor
weird.
will
I
we.
was like, this
I'm
is
not even a
weird.
hugger. I'm not even
Yeah.
a hugger, yet alone don't hold my hand, because this is not happening again.
You know what's weird is I'm a I love you when I hang up person, and I I have to hold it back when I hang up with you because I feel like it would make
I
you feel
struggle.
awkward because you're not like a I love you person. And
I struggle
so
with it.
when I hang up with you, it's like an awkward. I don't know if you ever noticed that. Like sometimes it's like, okay, bye. Like I don't like I don't know if you've noticed that, but it's really hard because I'm so used to like even my aunts, like if we're on the phone, anyone I talk to mainly, I'm like, okay, love you, bye. And I did that to one of my friends recently, to like a junior high friend, like a best friend and another best friend.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, bitch, what did she say? Like, I'm sorry, it's so natural for me. Like, I do love you. I'm not lying. But she's like you. She's
Just
not very like a hugger or like anything, but I am. Why do I find these
hang up
friends
and
that
say it.
don't love me? Why do these friends not love me?
It's not that I don't. I just struggle with affection. I need therapy.
I'm gonna need to go talk
I
to my
don't know.
therapist about this. Why do I find
Yeah.
friends that don't
It's
love
not
me?
you. It's not you. It's me. You're here to fix us. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not that. I don't we'll never do that again. It's
Yeah.
no offense. I just can't do it.
None taken because I couldn't either. I was like, wait, what is this? And then you wanted me to be the man hand.
Why am I in the front? That's a thing, okay? That's a thing. We need to say that right here, right now. Do you hold your hand in the front or in the back? Like, that's a thing,
In the back.
okay? We should always be in the back.
Yeah.
I can't be the man. It's like spooning. Are you the big spoon or the little spoon? You should be the
Well,
little
Daniel
spoon.
would want to be the little spoon, but I don't
Okay,
let him.
honest opinion, all men want to be the little spoon,
They
okay?
do.
All
They
men.
do.
They do.
They'll be like, why can't
Spoiled.
I be the little spoon? Because I don't have a
Mm-hmm.
pecker to peck your ass. That's why.
Hold me. You know you want to be.
That's funny.
So before we had hopped on, I had sent you a TikTok. Do you want to play it for us so we can
Yeah.
talk about this?
Do you want just the audio or you want me to face it?
Just audio. We can repost it.
With the mom, that feels like a full sibling. But if you share a sibling with a dad, it's like nothing.
Wait, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like I think it has to do with like if you came from the same womb. That's real.
Yes, because I have half sisters.
And you never talk about them.
They're dead. I was like, I don't want them to hear this.
Here.
Even if they were, I wonder if I would be like, hey, I want to know you, because it is from my dad's side. It's different.
Yeah. It's half on both ways, but I just think there's something about being from the same mom. It's,
Yeah, you come out of the same vag is such a bonding thing.
yeah, you sign on the walls on your way out. You leave a message.
Here.
I was here first. I recently saw on TikTok.
That's me. I was here first because I'm the oldest.
So that was a clip from Trash Tuesday podcast, but I want to touch on it because we both share the same situation, right? We are both
Mhm.
products of half siblings. And it
Mhm.
made me think about our children, even though like our children don't have half siblings. Fortunately for
Mhm.
us, we have one baby daddy
On
for
the
all the
shoulder.
children. We did great. We have multiples, but they're all with one baby daddy. So
Yes.
we did great there. So the only way we could relate to this is from us and our personal experiences. But it made me think like, what if our others had children, right? Or like
Mm-hmm.
anything like that. And I know a lot of it's more of a common situation nowadays for people to be half
Mm-hmm.
siblings because, it's unfortunate divorce is a thing and, whatever. So, how did that make you feel listening to that the first time you said you watched it?
So I automatically thought about I've always felt like I was closer to my younger sister than my siblings from my dad. But I also think it's about the dynamic of growing up. Like, we were raised in the same house. I wouldn't necessarily like it's because we came from the same womb, but we were raised in the same house. So I guess that's also something people could think about too. Sorry, I got a leg cramp.
You and your leg cramps.
I think it's all the IV. I drink a lot of hydration waters. I think it's the salt or something. I don't know. But I feel like as I grew up, like I built stronger relationships with my siblings too. So I don't know. But I do feel like growing up, I was always like, oh, I wasn't close to them. But I also feel like that was because I didn't live with them. So
a big part of the issue is simply that the mom is the primary parent.
yes. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so a big part of that is simply because most of the time the mom is the primary parent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially like in half situations where families are broken up, the children tend to stick with their mother. So you
Mm-hmm.
don't really get to see the others. Growing up, and I'll just give you my example first and then you can tell me yours after. So my dad had 4 baby mamas, his 4 daughters, 4 baby mamas. Um, but my mom, I'm her only child. So I don't have any full-blooded siblings. And then my dad, he actually, I would give him praise to say that he did a really good job of making sure that if he had one daughter, he had all daughters. Like he
Mm-hmm.
always made sure he had us together if we did anything, whether it be, the every other weekend visit, or if we went to the fair, or if we went for, a birthday party or Christmas or whatever the occasion. If he had one child, he had all of his children. And my dad raised us I've never called my sisters my half sisters.
Mm-hmm.
It never ever came out of my mouth. Didn't know the term until I learned it was because we didn't share the same mom. He just always made sure that, like, that's your sister, that's your sister, that's your sister. I never
Mm-hmm.
heard the term half sister, half sibling growing up. Like, I guess I didn't, unless like my family talked about it and I didn't pick it up. My dad just always made sure for us to know that that's your sister and that's it. And so, like, I would go to war for my sisters. And so I kind
Yeah.
of took it like I didn't know how I understand what they meant, like being closer to your biological sibling, 100% biological sibling. But at the same time, I think it's the environment as well that you're brought into because I can't say that I'm not close to my sisters or like even throughout our childhood. So I just was like,
Yeah.
huh, I get it, but I don't get it. What's your switch?
I don't know. I think for me, like, well, also, I didn't grow up with just my half siblings. I had like a village, and those siblings, like, I was close to too, and we didn't even have the same DNA.
Right.
Um,
Break it down.
what do you mean?
It's a big tree, huh?
Yeah, like if you think about it, so I have 5. Do I have 5 two sisters? I have 5 half siblings. 4
Okay.
from my dad, 1 from my mom, and then my mom Jamie had 3, so that's my siblings. So yeah, I had 8 siblings growing up.
How did that dynamic look for you growing up?
Well, it was just me and my sister. And then I had my step siblings. So actually, yeah, that's even more because my stepdad had a lot of children. But I would say like 4 of them he had primarily. So them also grew up with them. And that's what it's like. Do I call them my ex-step siblings because they're divorced? It's weird. But I feel like for me, I always grew up knowing like about half siblings, and like I knew because I feel like my family, the way we have been raised and like grew up, are very open. So I'd be like, they never told me not to call them my sister. I never said, oh, my half sister. But when explaining it to someone, or even as an adult now, I'll be like, oh yeah, I have 5 siblings, they're all half siblings. Like I still say that more to like give the explanation to people, but not because I feel like they're not my full sibling. So I could say it that way. Like like right now explaining it, I'm like, okay, do I call them my ex siblings
Mhm.
and, you know, like my non-biological siblings? No, they're my siblings.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's kind of where I have been. I see it. But I do
And do
understand
you
the
guys all
concept.
see each other?
So it just depends. So I go on spurts with my siblings. I think it's just where we're at in life.
Or what did your childhood look
So my dad had 4 baby mamas, like your dad, except he had, yeah, and he had 5 kids. So my sister's the oldest, and her and I were closer and made time for each other as teenagers. Like I would go to her mom's house, we would go to football games together, like because we're siblings are still kind of close in age. My sister's 2 years. I'm 13 months from my younger brother. My other brother's 20. What year? We're 25, so he's turning 25. Like we're not too far away. The youngest was the youngest. Like he was born when I was a teenager. So I would say he had the biggest gap. But as an adult, I actually spent a lot more time with my dad. So I feel like I grew up closer actually to my youngest brother than my other 2
Mhm.
brothers, even though my dad had primary custody of them. Towards the end, when I became an adult and had the kids, I lived with my dad. So I got to be with my 2 younger brothers while they're in high school and elementary and like junior high.
Your environment shifted that for you.
Yeah, my environment shifted that. And now as adults, gosh, my 2 younger brothers, they're living their life. They have no kids. You know, one lives in San Luis Obispo, one lives here and works at Starbucks. I should be hitting him up more, but I don't. You know, my sister I see every like 3 to 6 weeks when I get my lashes done or at family functions. My brother, I would say as an adult, I've been closer to him. You know, when he got out of the service, we were single and partied together, and now we have families, and you know, we're always like hitting each other up. Sam, again, our number 1 listener, she's like mentioned in every
Mhm.
episode. You know, we actually talk a lot because speaking of, I should show the picture.
Oh gosh. Sam, you gotta just tag us next time so we can repost it. Go
I
ahead.
know. I was like, oh, I should. Sorry, not to sidetrack the subject.
No, it's okay. Shout out to Sam.
But shout out to Sam for showing me her side door compartment.
No. How about yesterday when I was with you? I literally made you clean out your car.
I know, but that's not fair. I went on a trip.
I was
But
like,
yeah,
and we're gonna take these out.
she did. She was like, clean the side doors, the back, pass.
I sat on the passenger side and I cleaned that side, and then when I drove your car, I cleaned that side.
I know. It was funny.
It's okay. You left with a reset.
Yeah. So I guess it just comes in waves, you know. My younger
Mhm.
sister, right now we're taking time apart, and that's okay too.
Yeah. So, how do you feel if your baby daddy had more kids?
I used to say, like, I wish he would. I know he's in a point in his life where he's not even thinking of that. If it happens, it happens. Like, good for him. I just know my kids already, like, they used to want us to have a kid. Like, they used to tell him, like, oh, have a sibling or for me to have another, you know. But they kind of haven't asked. Like, they kind of are just like, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they even
This
get
is
mad
us.
when I call Russie Poo their brother. I'm like, your brother Russie Poo. And they're like, no. You know, and Ronan will be like, I'm your baby. He's not your baby. I'm the youngest, you know. So I'm like, oh, yeah, they definitely, I think they would struggle,
Yeah.
but I think they would be happy at the same time. I
Would
would be
you
happy.
embrace their half sibling?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Like, I would be that person that would make sure, like, they're in there. Like, whoever he had a kid with, and if it didn't work out with them or whatever, I would be like, can you still, like, I want my kids to know, I would want them to know their other sibling.
That's big of you.
I know. Yeah, I think it's good, you know? I
Mhm.
want them to see and know it's okay, you know, and I wouldn't want them to be like, "Oh, I can't be happy
Mhm.
you know, without them." So, I would just kind of go that route.
To worry about that situation, and he doesn't have to worry about it for me because I can't have any more kids.
Yeah.
But I think 2 is our max individually. I feel like 2 was, well, obviously I can't have any more, but like 2 was my max would have been, honestly, I could have stopped at 1. I wasn't supposed to have any kids at all. So 2 was my max. And
Yeah.
I think for him too, I don't think I could see him having any more kids.
Mm-hmm.
I think 2 was very fulfilling for him as well. So I don't, it's never been a topic.
Yeah. I
But I
remember
think,
their dad saying, no, they don't want any more kids. He was like, I don't want any more. Like, we have
yeah,
3. Why have more?
I remember um my mom and my even still today, my mom and my sister's mom, um, they're very cordial with each other. They see each other, they hug, they say hello. No issues there at all. And so that's kind of nice to see. Even when my dad was alive, I've never their family has always embraced me. Um, my sister's grandparents were my grandparents, her aunts were my aunts, her cousins are my cousins. So I I appreciate that for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I guess because I'm not in the situation, I don't know what I would do if I was in that situation. But yeah, we're sprinkled all over up and down California. So it's very rare when we all get together. But like I said, I don't think that sharing a womb makes you any closer. I think it depends on the situation and what you make of it and the environment you're brought into, because sharing a womb with somebody doesn't necessarily make you, top tier closer than close.
I mean, look at surrogates, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true too. But I mean, even my freaking boys today, I had to tell them literally both of them, like, okay, both of you shut up. Like, because they're tit for tat, like sometimes, and then they go hard for each other. And I'm just like, the both of you, I want to collide their heads together.
Yeah. I always tell the kids, like, your sibling is all you have in this world.
And
Like,
that's what I
the
mean. Like,
world is mean enough. You guys have each other, and that's
yeah,
all, you know?
yeah. I don't mean shut up, like stop talking. I mean like
No,
knock it
yeah.
off because you guys are
Yeah.
getting too. Don't get personal. That's all.
Yeah.
And then they're like men, like they're two deep voices in my house, and I'm
They're
just
like,
like,
that's, you have a
yeah,
squeakier voice than I have a squeakier voice.
no, it's like over dumb shit. Like, did you finish the last of the soda, you fat ass? And I'm like, what? Don't do that.
We can get more soda. Like, I know that's how I
Don't
feel.
do that.
Or I laugh when
Pointless
they'll try
fights,
to,
and it's
like,
sibling stuff.
Rowan will be like, you have a big nose, Emma. And she's like, my nose looks like yours. So you're saying you have a big nose?
Exactly.
And then he'll be like, like, they get all, like, you know, it's funny.
Yeah.
Funny.
Siblings
Oh,
will fight, and
go ahead.
I still refuse to believe that Danny and Jesse didn't fight as siblings. I just refuse. Can't be a thing. Can't be a thing. You can't be a sibling if you're not feuding in your lifetime. Period. Like, no, I don't believe it.
And it's not like they weren't born that close. I mean, they were born close together. Like, I don't get it
There
either.
has to be like
They
something that
probably
y'all fought
blocked it
over when you were
out.
kids.
They probably just, like, forgot. Because I feel like they just block out that stuff and they just want to remember good stuff in movies.
Yeah, but it is what it is. It's not a
They're
real
like,
relationship
I
if you don't
don't have
fight with your.
childhood trauma. You don't? You sure? You sure? I
It's
think
not a real
so.
relationship if you don't fight with your siblings.
Yeah.
What were
Yeah.
we gonna
My
say?
siblings, my siblings, so real quick before I switch the subject, because ADHD brain, I just go everywhere.
Mhm.
They used to, like, even just my dad, they used to, like, tap on each other. And so, like, how they showed love.
Throwback.
But I just, like, couldn't. Like, I just couldn't. Like, I'm not a capper. Like, I never said
Talk
digs.
shit.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't really even fight with my little sister when I lived with her because when we were 9 years apart, I was more like a mother than a, like, sibling.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as she got older, we had blowouts, but, like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess I never really fought with my siblings either, but awkward.
I mean, I've never had it like any crazy fights with my sisters, but like, I mean, out of times that we haven't spoken, like the most recently, right? I have my sister Sarah back in
Mm-hmm.
my life, and we pretty much just were like, all right, you said some stuff, I said some stuff. And she was like, yeah, you said some stuff, I said some stuff. We're like, okay, so what do you want to do tomorrow? Like, we just
Yeah.
quit. You just got to learn to move on because life is short. You are all I have. Like you said, like your siblings are all you have at the end of the day. My dad's not here to mend us. And so time went too long
Mm-hmm.
without us talking. And if he was here, it would not be allowed. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But it was as simple as just saying, like, yeah, okay, well, like, I was mad or I was upset about this and I'm not anymore. So, you want to go get coffee? Like, we just
Yeah.
had to get over it. And sometimes siblings, it just happens. It is what it is.
Yeah.
That's love,
True, true.
baby.
It's love. I know.
That's love,
Sometimes
baby.
when my kids argue, I'm like, this is normal. This is
Mm-hmm. No, literally. Yeah, because like the
like,
two of them are downstairs right now talking about video games. So like it's little and then it's done. And
yeah,
it's normal. And it's okay.
it's normal.
As long as
Okay.
they're not like pulling each other's hair in the front yard, I don't care. I've never been in that situation with my sisters ever.
No. No.
That's crossing the line.
So on some good news, because it deserves to be talked about. I don't
Okay.
know if you've seen on my story, and our listeners that do follow my personal page, it has been posted. But Emma's flag football team came fourth in the world NFL all-girls flag team.
Holy Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah,
Way to
and
go.
that's the 12U, and then the 14U came in 16, so still in between the top 20, in the top 20, both teams
That's
placed.
awesome.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
so I'm so happy for her. So if anyone has children that are, 11, 14, we're actually
Girls.
trying to spread out to high school girls.
Mhm.
All girl flag football team. We'll be starting soon. I mean, even if you just want to come out and try it for a practice and see if you love it, that's what Emma did. And I was like, let's just try it. She tried it and loved it, and here we are.
She blew our minds
Yeah.
with how well she picked it up, too.
Mm-hmm.
So, doesn't hurt to try something new.
Yeah. So we'll tag
Congratulations.
Top Dog.
Okay. And congratulations to Rowan. His
Oh,
honor
yeah.
roll
It's,
finished the year strong. Is that 3 out of 4 quarters? Or did he do all 4 quarters?
every quarter. He had a high
That's
honor
our boy.
roll, principal, Spartan. Every quarter he got something, and they were all honor roll.
Good for him.
So, yeah, he came home with his grades today, and he was like, something's wrong. They're broken, I guess. We're like, why? He's like, because he really wanted a 4.0. He didn't get there this semester, but he was close. He didn't have, bad grades. He had honor roll. And so, but I was like, well, there's next school year, you're going to be in 4th grade. But I'm so proud of him. Every year every semester he was getting awards, and it went from 1 to 3 to 4, it's just, he's thriving there.
This year Rowan is completely different from last year Rowan.
Mm-hmm.
Like, huge improvement.
Yeah. So
Product of his environment.
yeah.
I think this was doing really well.
Exactly. I was like the switching the schools was the best thing last year. So I'm proud that he's thriving. He's making friends. He actually got invited to his first birthday party, which is like something I thought would not happen for him. Because he had a hard time making friends. But he even has his 2 little boys he likes FaceTimes to play Roblox with. And he's like, it's okay if I give them my iCloud number so we can like FaceTime, like, Santino does with his friends and Emma does with her friend. He's like, is it okay for me too? And I was like, yeah, of course, And so I like to see that he's building his little community. And, I didn't think that would happen because he struggled, so long.
That's great. I'm so happy for them. Summer's approaching very quickly. So you can enjoy that.
I was like talking to Daniel at dinner that they're going to be like, I was like, I'm going to have 6th graders next year. And then 2 4th graders. And then when our sixth graders are in eighth grade going to, high school. We're going to have seventh grade. Like, it's just so, like, I went to a graduation today and I was like, our kids are going to be grown, like, before we know.
It flies by. By the time you know it, it flies.
Yeah. I mean, you would know.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to have
You got a freshman, another freshman, and a sophomore in college, so.
Yeah, I went and made sure he's all registered and good to go. So freshman year is approaching very quickly. And we're excited.
Yeah, that's good.
It's June, so happy Pride.
Yes.
To those who celebrate, to those who honor, to those we love, happy Pride Month. What else you got for me today? I had something else on the list.
Did you?
Yes. Could you be bought out of your relationship? If someone walked up to you today and said, Kassie, here's $20 million, divorce your man, come live with me.
I'm just kidding. Hell no! You're crazy. Did you just hear me about fucking Judy? No.
Well, that's good to hear.
No. Gosh. You couldn't couldn't pay me anything. I would go for free. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Babe, I know you. Someone has to be the funny one on here. Oh no, yeah, no. Our love is priceless. We were just talking about that at dinner.
I love that. That's really nice.
He told me about you too. I know you'd be texting.
Oh my gosh. I did tell him that I think that was everything that I needed to hear today. I've had some moments to myself. I'm a very quiet person. I don't share a lot of what bothers me.
Of course.
That's just how I be. But,
that's why I took you out for the day.
Yeah. I know. I know. Root beer's my favorite. What are you sipping on?
Zero Pepsi.
Do you see how I just changed the subject?
Yeah, I know, because you don't like to talk about anything, you little. But yeah, I know. At first, when he told me he texted you, I go, "What did you say?" You don't always give good advice. But I was like, okay, that was good. Okay.
He needs to be a motivational speaker. Danny, I'm talking to you because as many times as we've seen low moments, times that we want to beat ourselves up, or times when things aren't going the way that we should be, he's always said the right thing. And I don't need to be like, let me pick you up and dust your shoulders off and things like that. Like I'm pretty good about doing that myself, but sometimes hearing it is kind of nice. And I really don't even express that. Like, even to my husband, like I had said something yesterday and something about being depressed, and he was like, "Are you depressed?" And I was like, "No, I'm not depressed. I'm not fulfilled in the moment because naturally I don't know. I'm a doer. I'm always having to be doing something. I'm always would like to stay busy. I know that I have purpose and I know that I'm good at what I do, but without doing it, I'm like losing my glow. So
yeah, but I feel like that's your own glow. Like we still see it even if you don't.
Yeah, I didn't come this far just to come this far.
Nope.
So there's more to come. Last month, at the beginning of May, I gave everybody homework to change their wallpaper. I have a new wallpaper that I would like to share with you.
I know mine.
Oh, you changed it already?
I already changed mine. It changed itself.
Hell no.
It changed it automatically somehow. Like, when it's in your butt and it holds down, it like slid to the other one.
In your pocket? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
it's in your butt.
I was like, okay, yeah. I will post it for our listeners, but this is what I've chosen for the month of June. I'm going to try to
Oh,
put it
that's
up on the
cute.
big
I
screen
guess I
here.
can use that one. That one's nice.
It says, today I will not stress over things that I cannot control. So I will post that to our Instagram. You can screenshot it and make it your lock screen on your phone. And when you open it, you can say it out loud. And it's just a small affirmation to, I'm going to need some more positive things out here because this one relates to me. And I definitely feel like a lot of people can relate to it. And there are a lot of reasons why this is relatable, whether it be, car issues, money issues, relationship issues, weight issues,
Mm-hmm.
your sugar levels are off today. Like, there's lots of other things that can be relatable. Do not compare yourself to somebody else. We are not walking the same line. So
No.
my shoes are very different than your shoes. And so I just kind of want to make that more universal to everybody. And yellow is so pretty. So yellow is my
Yeah,
favorite
it
color.
is.
Obviously. Can we tell? Can we
I
see?
know. You are
Yellow's
always yellow.
Can you see my background? Yellow's my favorite color.
Yellow? Oh, no, mine's tan.
Quick shout out to Riverside. That's the platform we used to record on. I want to remind people that you can choose to listen, but you can also choose to watch us. And you can watch us for free.
We're very cheap.
Boys and
Not really.
girls, Spotify is free. Okay. You don't have to sign up to listen to us, but we are also available on Apple Podcasts and you can watch us on YouTube. So you can actually watch us on Spotify and you can watch us on YouTube. And everybody has a YouTube account, so no fucking excuses. See you.
Who wouldn't want to see this? We get ready for
Right?
this. Like, we get full face makeup. We get really dressed. I'm wearing
Glam.
Christmas pajama pants.
I'm not wearing pants at all. I'm kidding. Am I?
But I want to let you know that you would be happy to know I finished all 7 seasons of Gilmore Girls again, and the new season that came out in 2016. It was only like 4 episodes for an hour, so that's 4 hours. I finished them.
Holy Jesus Christ.
I know. Now I have nothing to watch, but a new show's gonna come out.
What's your latest?
Gina George. I want you to watch that. I think you should watch it. The new season's coming out tomorrow, and I'm gonna watch it one day.
Oh gosh.
So don't talk to me.
No, because the new season of Dexter is coming out.
No, not happening.
And I'm so excited.
I think you should watch Gina George because it's about a single mom and her 2 kids and what she had to do to survive to provide for her kids.
Is she a killer?
There is some killing. She just got arrested for murder, so that's how the season ended. That's how the last season ended, so. There is murder in there, so maybe you'll like it.
Maybe. Okay, so I want to know from the listeners then, comment on our socials or on our Spotify or YouTube. Are you a girly girl who likes rom-com and what do you call those shows?
Do I watch rom-com? No.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I don't think they're
Absolutely.
rom-com.
Okay, so what's it called? It's girl trash. Or do
Girl,
are you
bye.
like me?
This episode is.
Are you like me, who likes mystery and gore and yeah, and I love anything.
Are you
serial
like
killer.
her that's never watched any fucking Disney movie in her life?
No, that's not true. That's not true. I am a Disney baby.
Oh,
Absolutely.
that was Jessie.
I still have, yeah.
That was
I have
Jessie.
all
Okay.
my original VHS Disney everything.
Okay.
Yes.
I want you to answer this the next episode. Let's ponder
Okay.
this. Are you like a morpher? It's a proper word. I don't know. Like, do you think your movie taste and the things you watch morphed into what Jessie likes? Or is it like always been your style?
I can answer it on the next episode, but I will tell you now if you'd like.
I guess, if you don't want to think about it.
No, I mean, I know exactly what the answer is.
Okay, go ahead.
I've warped him.
I warped it.
all of the trash stuff that he watches is because I've said, "You've never seen that? Are you serious?" And then
I
there
don't
he
think
goes down
so.
the rabbit hole.
I
Yes.
have your guys'
Always
Fandango account. Okay.
Always Sunny, I got him watching it. Eastbound and Down, I got him watching it. Like,
Never heard
I
of
have him
those.
watching Dexter, I got him watching it. He got me to watch Breaking Bad, which we've now finished 5 times. But that's neither here or there. A lot of the stuff that he watches because of me. Like, solely because of me.
Mm.
Movies, he's an action-packed, Keanu Reeves. God, I hate that guy, Nicolas Cage. I don't know what it is about Nicolas Cage, but I will punch him in the face if I ever see him in person. I just don't like his face.
I
I don't
don't
care
know
for him.
why.
I don't care for
Me
him.
and Jesse have to watch what's the one with the house with the time travel? We just talked about it the other day. With Nicolas Cage, he's in it. And Sandra Bullock.
Yeah.
We talked about Nicolas Cage because of this movie. It's not The Glass House because that's like a scary movie. Oh, House on the Lake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not Nicolas Cage.
It's not?
No.
Well, I'm not really good with names or people. But anyways.
Yeah, I have warped him. He did not warp me. That's for sure. We just have things in common.
Have you experienced, because I feel like I see it with a few couples, this will save this.
Okay, let me write it down.
Yeah, write it down. Do you feel like people that you know in your life, when they are dating one person and they're like all into this and they're like one way and they morph into like what that person wants, or almost like their hobbies, like a golfer, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're just gonna use that for example. And then all of a sudden, this person that never freaking golfed, all of a sudden is like a golfer and loves to golf and like that's their thing. And then they break up, and then this person's like a football person, and then they're like a football fanatic. Do you think there's a certain extent where a person should like still be themselves, or like as you see them just morphing more and more into like those what they think that person wants or is, or like lifestyle?
Yeah, I wrote it down. I have a lot to say about that. I will definitely loop back around to that on next week's episodes. Yeah.
My brain's working.
I do want to mention, for those who have heard like from last episode and you're returning to this episode, I was telling Kassie that I don't think that we can do the Diddy trial unless we stayed like producing information every single day, because that trial is it's looking like it's going to last till like another month.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of information to soak in, and so I think maybe we will put a pin in that one and we will come back to it when the case is completely done. I am watching and taking notes as it's happening for key witnesses and things like that. Like, I have a whole thing that I'm already like putting together, but I think that there's just so much new information coming out every single day that I don't think that that's something that we can cover week by week. So I think we shouldn't just wrap it up when it's done.
Yeah, agree.
Diddy did it. That's all. That's my stance.
Guilty
I need
is
a
guilty.
shirt. Diddy did it. Yeah. Absolutely.
Guilty is guilty.
Okay. All right. Well, until next week, don't forget to go leave some comments, interact with our social medias. Okay.
Yes, please.
It makes a big difference. If you have like a local person that you follow that has like a boutique or a skin, what do you call those? What do you call those people? Estheticians, hair people, jewelry. Share your people's information. Okay, like, comment, share, comment. The more interaction you have with people who have small businesses like our podcast, the more exposure we get. So it doesn't matter if you listen to us every single week. If you're not interacting with our social medias and we're not popping up on people's For You pages, it means nothing. We're just talking to ourselves at the end of the day. And the 5 people that listen with us.
Thanks, guys.
Also, by the way, that's jumped up to like at least an average of about 27 listeners a week. We're averaging.
Yay,
That's kind of
nice. That's kind of nice.
Everybody. Yeah.
We love it.
Hope you come back next week.
Bye, besties. Love you guys.
Bye. She loves you. I swear I do, but
Thanks for listening to another hour of our bullshit.
Make sure you follow us on all of our socials at bfil.podcast.
You can catch us every week on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Bye, besties!